Back to my dad's channel. Welcome back to my dad's channel. Welcome back to my dad's channel.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Phoenix 198720 here to bring you my latest episode and my Let's Talk About series. And today's topic is going to be Nintendo handheld sales per unit. And I have to give a shout out to YouTube creator Nintendo Liam, which his link to his channel will be in the description below. So before I get any farther in this video, I want you guys to do me a solid. Hit that like button. Share this with all your friends and family and across all your social media platforms. And if you're new to my channel, I would love you guys to do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button and then turn on the notification bell so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And if you're a returning subscriber to my channel, I'm gonna say this as much as I can. I appreciate all your guys' support. I really do appreciate it. So, and I also want to solid, drop me down a comment below, the good, the bad, it's all good to me. But let's get into this video. So, like I said, this is Nintendo handheld sales per unit. And we're going to start with the Game Boy. The Game Boy category will categorize as Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, and the Game Boy Color, which put up massive amount of success because that sold 118.69 million units. And that's really great because Nintendo knew if they can get that stuff into people's hands, so and a good list of software, not only could they play at home, they could play on the go, on the train, on a plane, on a bus, you know. And it was smart because they were able to dip into the market that they were taking a huge risk, and it benefits them. So my next one I'm going to be talking about is the Game Boy Advance, which is going to include the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance SP, and the Game Boy Micro. The Game Boy Advance had a slight dip, but it still sold lots. It sold 81.51 million units worldwide, and that is still great. Only a few things have beat those numbers, but not many. And it was a good change, and they had some good classics remastered and remade for the Switch, or not the Switch, the Game Boy Advance, which was, again, software sold consoles, sold handhelds, and you can't go wrong with that. That's why we're going to move on to our next one, is the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS, which category the DS and the DSi, were phenomenal machines. They brought things that the other handhelds didn't. And it was the dual screen. So you could look at both screens. It may be a map at the bottom, it may be your items, and the touchscreen at the bottom pad was good. It was all new, it was all great. And it had backwards compatible with the Game Boy Advance games, which you could bring your software over, especially if you were killing Pokemon Fire Red or any game like that, which was awesome. And they sold 154.02 million units worldwide. That is a buttload of consoles sold. And again, Nintendo killed it with software. You put the software out that people wanted, they could play on the go, they bought those, and it worked. Nintendo always relies on software to move their units. And that's how we're going to get on the next one. We're going to go on the Nintendo 3DS, which includes the 3DS, the 2DS, the Nintendo 3DS XL. And it didn't do as well as the other handheld consoles, but it still put up the numbers. And the numbers were still pretty decent, and you can't take that away from Nintendo. And they put up 75.94 million units sold. That's still a shitload. That's more than most home consoles do. So they found that market, and they knew the software mattered, and they found that market. And it's easy because it was nice and slim to fit in your pocket, throw it in your purse, throw it in your jacket. It fit. Brought a charger along, you can plug it in. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. And then we're going to, our next unit of, we're going to be talking about for a handheld console, and it's very debatable, is the Nintendo Switch, as it's a hybrid machine. And this will include the not only Nintendo Switch, but the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is just purely for handheld. And right now they're doing great numbers. And it's still selling, as right now they moved 84.59 million units, and it's still going strong today. They're hoping that this will be Nintendo's best handheld console there is, because they still see multiple life in this. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's gonna hit the 160 million. I really do. I think by next year of 2022, when they release the number, we're gonna be in the 100 million. And reality is, Nintendo keeps saying, is they're gonna still put out software until 2024. So that's still 2.5 years away. 3.5 years away. Pardon my math. Apparently I didn't have my coffee this morning. But look at all that. Nintendo, may not do well on their home consoles, but they can hit it right out of the park with their handheld consoles. And like I keep repeating, I sound like a damn parrot at this point, is software matters. And the software Nintendo sells is the software that people want. And whatever Nintendo can get third parties to bring over to their consoles, Nintendo pushes that. People may not think that, but they want their system themselves, so they push it, and they push it hard. It may not be the game that you want, but it's probably the game that multiple million people around the world wants. So that's one thing Nintendo's done, was able to body slam most companies out of the handheld market. And much that gets in there, Nintendo has been able to knock their opponents out with their handheld. And I know I'm going to have a lot of disagreeers, but the numbers don't lie. These numbers do not lie. But this is the end of my episode right now. So I hope you enjoyed my little mini series that I do. Let's talk about it. And if there's any topics you guys want me to talk about, drop them down in the comments. If it's Nintendo related, I got you. So until further ado, this is Phoenix 198720 saying I hope you guys have a good morning, a good evening, a good afternoon. Peace.